Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bill Spencer will keep Luna Nozawa hidden when Will Spencer brings Electra Forrester over to meet his pater. Still, Luna will do some espionage and find Will relatively comforting as she gazes at him. It looks like Luna will decide to upgrade to a youngish Spencer and make him her new obsession. Meanwhile, Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester's relationship will truly crash and burn. Since Ridge wouldn't accept Brooke's reasons for accepting the CEO gig, their love wouldn't last much longer. Of course, this will be good news for Taylor Hayes since Ridge is about to deliver a night of passionate surprises. Ridge will have a special gown that he designed, so he'll give it to Taylor for their evening together. Taylor and Ridge will surely enjoy some make-out sessions, but they could take effects indeed further and hit the waists. Ridge and Taylor didn't relatively go all the way last time, but now they may embrace what they really want in the bedroom. At Forrester Creations, Hope Logan and Carter Walton will have some further meetings related to their incense plans. Carter and Hope liked Fanny Grayson's pitch, but they agreed the stakes were high and that they couldn't go to get this decision wrong. That could mean when Fanny shows up again in the week ahead, she'll learn Hope and Carter are going to pass on her collection. Maybe Carter and Hope will determine that it just isn't exactly the right fit in the end. Daphne Rose, on the other hand, will come from France with her own scent Moxie and make a pitch that should seal the deal on her future at Forrester. We'll see Daphne put in charge of developing a hand Forrester scent and creating an incense line that Brooke will eventually authorize. Carter, Hope and Brooke will all be on the same runner about this whole scent thing taking Forrester to the coming position. Nonetheless, there'll be further than meets the eye when it comes to Daphne, who'll intimately be working to recapture control of the company for the Forresters. Steffy will be Daphne's secret master, so it'll be delightful to watch them work together behind the scenes. Back with Hope, she'll comfort Brooke over her split from Ridge and push her to embrace this new CEO occasion. Hope will try to move Brooke to throw herself into work as a distraction once Ridge is doting on Taylor again. Will Brooke stick with her plan to put the company back in the Forresters' hands, or decide perhaps Carter and Hope's vision is the right bone? Whatever the case, Taylor and Ridge's love could consolidate snappily while Brooke's busy at Forrester Creations. Since Ridge will be caught up in this rekindling, will he pop the question to Taylor sooner rather than latterly? Taylor and Ridge will surely get near, but there'll be some other major developments passing on oil. Steffy will no doubt have some strategy sessions with Daphne as they bandy her thing of restoring Forrester power. Bill might have some close calls involving Luna as well, especially if Katie Logan stops by for a visit at some point. There's also the matter of Remy Price and what's ahead for this, who was taken into police guardianship off-screen. Will Remy wriggle out of charges or at least make bail? One way or another, Remy may end up back on the thoroughfares and protest off a revengeful scheme against Will. Remy might also refuse to give up on a future with Electra, so more peril could be brewing. The coming 2 weeks will bring some stunning moments, so stick with us for further plot prognostications and updates on any marvels to come. Ridge and Brooke having it out and Taylor wondering where she stands now. Pressures rise between Brooke and Ridge when she shows up at the Forrester manse to talk effects through. She's going over and beyond to steal back his family's company and place it back in his hands, and all he's doing is sleeping around. Ouch. To say Brooke is hurt is an understatement. Should she have given Ridge a heads up? Yes. But, can he not keep his hands to himself for further than a day? Ridge, be careful with what he says and does then. Brooke has all the power in her hands, and if Ridge pushes the wrong button, she may just turn against him. As for the new object of Ridge's affection, Taylor spends some time catching up with Steffy before making her way to the Forrester manse too. Will she cross paths with her romantic rival? The last thing Brooke needs is to have Taylor all up in her face right now. In fact, it could veritably well push the Forrester CEO right over the edge. Luna's evil side could return, while a new Forrester Creations hand raises reservations. Ever since Carter and Hope took over Forrester Creations, numerous changes have passed. Utmost workers, including the Forresters, walked out, leaving Carter to hire new workers. This week, Carter and Hope drink their newest hand, Daphne. The couple is happy to have Daphne on board as they carry Forrester Creations into the future. But does Daphne have an ulterior motive in working for the couple? Meanwhile, Steffy and Taylor arrive at the Forrester manse to bandy business. Ridge and Eric want to get Forrester Creations back, yet keep hitting a dead end. Still, it seems Steffy has a plan that she shares with everyone. Will Ridge and Eric agree to Steffy's plan? If so, will it help the Forrester get their company back? Latterly, Bill hides Luna when Will and Elektra stop by for a visit. Bill hasn't told anyone he got Luna released from captivity, and she's serving house arrest at his manse. With Luna cashing, Bill enjoys quality time with Will and meets his son's new gal. Unknown to the group, Luna watches from over and smiles as she focuses on Will. Although Luna induced Bill to give her an alternate chance, he might lament his decision. With Luna's evil side re-emerging, Will and Elektra could be her new targets. The couple formerly went through a scary fire with Remy, and further peril might be on the way. Matthew Atkinson was last seen as Thomas Forrester. He debuted in the part, taking over the part from Pearson Fode, who departed. Given the quantum of time that has ceased since we last saw Thomas, suckers are beginning to wonder what the show has planned for the character. Is there a recast in the workshop? Have we seen the last of Thomas for a long while? That's what we know so far. Adding energy to the fire keeping the Scuttlebutt shop alive, suckers noticed that Atkinson removed his B&B credit from his Instagram memoir. Numerous at that time allowed. That his story on the Sudzer was done, therefore the change. Thomas was last seen leaving LA with his GF, Paris Buckingham. They promised to return for a poolside marriage at the Forrester manse, but indeed in LA a downtime marriage in bikinis is a stretch. Giving suckers some hope still is the fact that Atkinson was seen attending a Christmas party with his B&B co-stars on the cleaner. Given the state of affairs as we know them, it's hard to discern exactly what comes next for Thomas Forrester. Would the show remake the character? Perhaps, it happens all the time and day. But that's just Enterprise, and as of moment neither the show nor Atkinson has spoken about a recast, Thomas being killed off, nor what the future holds for the heritage character. Showcased some thrilling new rudiments, while also making some conspicuous deletions. Suckers snappily observed the absence of Matthew Atkinson and Joshua Hoffman, sparking plenitude of discussion. Thomas had major stories for several times before the show rowed him across the ocean to a Forrester office overseas. He made one appearance in the once several months, and that was to tell Hope Logan he and Paris Buckingham were marrying. As for Douglas Forrester, he was getting a new mama, and also said farewell to Hope. He did indeed show up in LA when his mama Taylor Hayes returned with a misdiagnosed serious heart problem. Taylor allowed that she was dying. Still not indeed a tale of Thomas in the dialogue, not indeed with the preemption of his family's company. While it doesn't mean that Thomas and RJ are fully out of the picture, it does indicate that their significance has lowered. This change has allowed for the preface of Linnea Grace with some stunning new images. Also, we noticed some instigative new prints of Tanner Novlin, featuring the fascinating Finn in his croaker vesture. The unearthing of new opening credits no way fails to capture the followership's interest, particularly when it highlights characters who are no longer part of the show. Suckers of Thomas have taken to social media in a delirium, expressing their expedience that Matthew Atkinson would make a comeback and get some screen time. Unfortunately, Atkinson fully out of the opening sequence, which raises enterprises about his future in the part of Thomas. Rest assured, we'll keep you streamlined on any sanctioned news regarding cast changes. On the other hand, the news of Joshua Hoffman's departure has stirred up important wrathfulness. He and Luna were a cute couple while they lasted. RJ has been absent from significant story bends since Luna Nozawa was confined, and it appears he hasn't been particularly missed.